Short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rush coming in, he's taken down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. To try again after the sack. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Oh, wide open, complete. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 83 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. This is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. From the 41, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps. So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 6 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown. That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. From the 29, Rodgers, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Rodgers again now. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 17 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead. Looks like a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Gets past one man. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tramon Williams there to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And it's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Works over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
81.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Recon, 132 fighter.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Wentz. Finding room to the 20. It's caught by Jackson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. The touchdown all set up by the big play run snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion. It's time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
I'm sorry. Oh, bye-bye.
Honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New York Jets. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there at 22. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Defensively, looks like they were thinking the same thing you were. You mentioned maybe being able to hit him with some screens, but they were ready.
Yeah, it's not just the guys who have the headsets on offense that do the thinking, right? They saw, they understood what they did, and said, you know something, how would you try to play it against us? And they were ready for it.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. Look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
53, check 53.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Here's Bell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
New ball, Parker. We got it. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. 50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds.
From the gun, it's Wentz. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Now Howard. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. On 1st down, Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz will hit Jackson complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. One that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
For this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big massive humanity that guided him to that spot?
They got there. I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack. After the sack on first down, Wentz, right side caught by Jackson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Touch. Red 80.
To throw is Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All three of those
set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Am I right?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
I got you, baby.
Oh, that's not cool. Thanks a lot, man. Oh, my damn.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Uses the spin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets it up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Darnold, open man is Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. They'll run on first down. Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running with Howard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They go with Howard again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And he is in for the...